Let us get committed to upholding our regional ties by always fulfilling our regional obligations. These include attending the annual workshops and meetings, members, the meeting, Seseme funds, ASSOCIATIO funds. These ASSOCIATIO funds, I think I need to make an explanation. There is something which has remained silent. There was even a circular to this effect on the ASSOCIATIO platform. We are supposed to pay 500 shillings per what? Per student? You see, that's what I wanted to know. That we are supposed to pay ASSOCIATIO funds 500 per student per term. So that is 1,500. Money which should be paid to contribute to the national level, to the district level, and to the regional level. And now because we have not been doing that due diligence, you find that our regional accounts are always dry. In fact, we are supposed to give a financial report. They let us remove the financial report because we have the finances to report on. So currently, I want us to commit to doing many other things because it is for our good that we also start the meeting with 1,500 so that our regional account can be active. And maybe another proposal is this, that can make our regional account active. This is the regional thing. When you were asking for money to come to workshop, you said it was regional workshop. When we process money from our district, the 600,000, we say it is district contribution to regional workshop. We would propose that next time, to begin with, that 600 from districts, let us always pay it on the regional ASSOCIATIO account. Let the treasury of the regional ASSOCIATIO also have a receipt, so that we are given a receipt coming from the regional ASSOCIATIO, and it is accounting very well in our districts that the money was taken to regional ASSOCIATIO. Of course, we are having issues with the auditors. You say regional, then you are having the receipt. Is it Kisoro what? Kisoro ASSOCIATIO. How do you ask for regional money and you are taking it to Kisoro ASSOCIATIO? Those auditors, the way they ask funny questions. So let us try to see from this meeting we should agree on how best to streamline these things so that, first of all, things are streamlined. Secondly, that our regional ASSOCIATIO account is also active because that's why it was created. So we are talking about. You have participated in science fair, not all of us, but we saw you to those schools. MDD, debate, games and sports, regional mock, etc. Members, we each possess a belief that builds a strong association. Let us continue to embrace STAR. We started with the STAR, we called it later on teacher change letter program. Now it is called what? Leaders in education. Leaders in education. The other day we had a workshop. UNICEF has come in with the other stakeholders to support schools integrate ICT in education. And there is a number of schools. They told schools where UNICEF and the other stakeholders are going to put ICT equipment so that these schools can also get on board. When we were talking to them, asking, when you have something in the program like that, you all want to be part. So we're asking, what was the criteria that was used to choose those around 100 schools to support, to give computers and the other accessories? They said that they had gone to email, they had asked information about the performance of the schools. In the last several years, they found out that the chosen schools, one, schools which had persistently performed poorly. Those were the schools which needed what? Support. There had also been a survey where they were asking the enrollment and the number of computers. They had also looked at those schools which had very big enrollment and had very few computers. And that was the criteria. Then another one, they said, in this, and we in the one study, that's the one we have really true. They want to see that these schools which have been identified, they are actively participating in the STAR program. Do you understand, members? So please, let us take STAR seriously, because it is helping us to learn on how to implement the new curriculum. So we are also told that integrating the ICT in education, I think some of us know and others haven't known yet, because you hear somebody saying, with the ICT students need to go to the ICT lab to do research. Research is not for the ICT students only, it is for every student. This is why they say it is now a matter of urgency. We have to make sure that we have enough computers in our schools to serve everyone, not only the students who take ICT. Special appreciation. We appreciate Kisoro district for their excellent study. Let us clap for them, guys. Thank you for spoiling us. Thank you for working very hard. We all know that behind every good and successful thing is great commitment and hard work. Mr. Shepherd, Katangaza, the chairperson of this place, and your team, thank you for being such a winning team. You indeed shed off our stress, and we shall have oil to run the remaining mileage of this year's race. Thank you so much. A clap for them. We appreciate Seseme Kigezi region. Chairperson Seseme, please stand up once again and we clap for you. So we appreciate the Seseme Kigezi region. Seseme Kigezi region, they have contributed 500,000 towards the hosting of this workshop and ATM. Thank you so much. And of course, you can be sure if next time you have all paid all the Seseme dues, you can be sure the Seseme people will give us that 1 million the next time we will have an idea. So can you kindly do the needful? Yes, it is our money. When the money comes, it becomes better. I wish you knew that we were the beneficiaries. We appreciate the Games and Sports Department for conducting very peaceful sports. Can we clap for them? You people for a long time sports were cutthroat. You know? Those fights, the aggression between the teams, the non-qualified players, the what? I think Kigezi, we are continuously but steadily making our sports very. And when we don't have a discipline, abantu b'abasirikare babasinga regret bataha hati bakugana. Koko kumanya uwakimbise shukuri amukanda wakira muruge. So thank you the chairperson for the sports and your team for making the Kigezi sports clean. We want them to be cleaner. so that when we normally go to the national competitions, and when we win genuinely. We thank you very much, and we say, keep it up. We appreciate the schools and districts that have represented us in MDB and the debate competitions at the national level. And you people, MDB, how many schools, how many of us are going for MDB now? I want to, because I have already called the trainer to come. I might be going to train A. So how many of us are going for training? It's on Monday. I put it on the platform that on Monday we shall have training of trainers for MDB in Rukunjiri at Riverside. Where are we? I'm straight so that I come and I see where shall we get the money to give the facility. And I said each school should produce how many shillings? 100,000. 100 times 3 is how many? Is 300. And the money wants to 500. So I'm going to go back and say, please bring 120. You people. And we said that at least let people participate in MDB at the school level, at the district level. Let people's talents be developed. So Headteachers, you know the way we test exams and going to one and give school fees. And for us, when you are asked to give our school fees, so please, we are calling upon you to come and participate. We appreciate Seseme office for organizing science fair and science, mathematics and the science tests. And number we already have the science. You remember for senior three, those science and math. Then we are talking about science fair. We want to appreciate them. The science fair, they normally pay for it at the regional level. But at the district, we are supposed to pay. I don't know. This time, many districts did not have meaningful science fairs at their districts. Very few schools participated. What is the champion for science fair in today's region? Science fair? About to science fair now. Of course, now I'm going to about the district. So that I will look at it from being I don't want to go to the basement to speak Swahili. So, but what I'm saying now, I use the example of Rukunjiri. The people who participated in the science fair at the district were very few. And we were saying bring 100,000. And they brought 100,000. And when they did the expenses, now they have a deficit of 3. And that science man who was reading them, the way he told me, he even made a report very swiftly and brought it to Kenya to show that the report has a deficit. And I do worry, Kenya, have you read that? No one. That report, they have a report and the one that don't get the right from.
Madam Chairperson and members, allow me to say this before reading the minutes, that I request that we ensure we visit at the desk. We normally have challenges having the attendance. Members, I want you to take note of this, that we are live on YouTube, on channel of television, so whatever is taking place here is being televised. And that is a great milestone. Thanks so much. I pray that you ensure that you register, because I know you have challenges facing the needs of those who don't register. This is a set of minutes of Kigezi region meeting that was held at Television Hotel in Kigezi, the 4th of July 2025. There is the attendance list which I'm going to go through, and I pray that you allow me to go to the next page after the attendance. The agenda was as you see it, and the opening prayer was led by Reverend Ivan and the teacher KIYASIIMIRE at 1 p.m. Communication, the chairman. The meeting was chaired by the chairperson, Madam KIYASIIMIRE, and her communication, she will welcome the members for meeting and workshop. Thanks to the district for organizing. Thanks to the teachers for moving through and praying for the good despite the instruction. Thank the members for trying to read the stations despite the instruction that was on. Thank the members for attending in reason of the numbers. Remind the members that ASSO was not a union, but an association, to encourage the members to do the job despite the duties in government, especially as the salary issue. Thanks to those who have changed, who have encouraged the staff program in their schools. Thank the members for the new curriculum implementation. Thank the members for the kindness in many of the schools in the country. To observe that sports and games have improved, and little history was observed. She noted that in academic, there was nothing that was buying in the region, for Kanungu and Bukunji had absconded the regional notes. Academic cooperation was necessary for the association to grow stronger and stronger. It was noted that in 2026, all schools will be in the board of the regional notes. Each district will identify item writers and scholars. Different marking centers will be identified in any case. Marksheets taken for grading and possible results at the center. It was noted that voluntary national qualification fees had been increased by 400%. Two districts, that is Bukunji and Kanungu, had athletes but lacked funds. There was need to look for money and send the team to national. There was to be a council meeting to elect the office there all the representatives. Number 3, reading minutes from the previous meeting, minutes were read by the secretary, and we truly forgot what had transpired in the meeting. And the motion to receive the communication minister was moved by Mr. Kaiwa, and it was unanimously seconded. In the matter as arising in the form, it was observed that St. John and Mama needed that much for ball playing team. National Executive Committee had only one head teacher of government and the rest were private. It was resolved that a petition to USSSA and the company retained to be written to test the fees. Regional authorities were 31 in number. Greening, school, work and culture was the theme for MVP. Budget of 17 million for different activities to national level was needed. There was need for bookings for regional work. Timetable for regional work was to be issued by 31st July. Members were able to send entries in time. Members were requested to go for SCP in Uganda. Instead, the region had fallen from first position to fourth. MDD date was to be fixed for the region. Rukungiri was posted MDD on the 19th of July. National MDD was to take place on the 24th and 20th, 24th August. Those schools were Blessed King's College and McGill. Treasurer's report. Reports notified Treasurer's report, which was in 3, featured that March, and there was need to refund the deposit from each of the places of 1.1 million. And there was need to deduct 600 as contribution for Kanoni district to Ashik Rukungi. It was resolved that for MDD, Rukungi was to pay 4 million, Hawali 3 million, and 1.5, and Chiga 1.5, Kisoro 1.5. These were to be remitted by 7th of July 2025. Seseme issues had been handled the previous day. Games and sports. The chairperson of sports committee thanked members for participating in the sports. Football 1, Otam 1 had been hosted by St. Paul's Victoria, and 27 schools had participated. St. Mary's College in Shoroza had taken the trophy. Games teachers. Some games teachers had fought the referees, and the 2 coaches had been banned for 2 years. St. Paul's Kakatan Management had tossed ball game tools. Some games had been played on Palm Sunday. Ball game 2, Kigezi and Silver were tossed. Kisoro had participated after a long time. Athletics in ball game 2 was to be hosted by the Kigezi district. The disciplinary committee of USSR handles the cases of indiscipline. Your co-SS had been suspended for a year due to indiscipline. St. Mary's College in Shoroza volleyball team had been suspended for 2 years, and the games master suspended for 2 years. Members thanked Mr. Kundo Rismus for the sanity in games and sports. There was need to have someone responsible for the athletic skill that was gained for nationals. Some trainers, teachers, and coaches were observed to be emotional, but had always been misled by referees who were easily bribed. It was observed that referees with integrity were always to be used. Closing number 6. In her closing remarks, the chairman invited members for the next meeting in Kisoro come 2026. Coming market weekly greeted the head teachers. He had met the deputies and shared the message. He thanked Ashley for inviting him to meet the deputies. The chairperson encouraged the teachers to stand firm and prepare to go into retirement. The council was to sit and make elections. The closing prayer was led by Sister Sabina Tumsine, the teacher Marjorie Hart Chiwale at 2:38 p.m. Thank you so much.
Is that a true record of what transpired? Those who are there? Yes? Oh, you are okay. Okay. Since this is a true record, we have said we look at matters that are rising from the chairperson committee. Down things we want to raise. Thank you.
The Seseme issues of procedure.
Thanks so much, Chairperson. For this